And that is, well, I can get my flowers from Trader Joe's for this much, or I can get my flowers from downtown for this much. Well, let me tell you, go ahead. Hello, my lovely flower. It's me, Nia, with Xquisite Floral Design and Events. And today I'm here to talk about something that I get from tons of brides or just customers that kind of drives me up the wall. And that is, well, I can get my flowers from Trader Joe's for this much, or I can get my flowers from downtown for this much. Well, let me tell you, go ahead. And I am a floral designer who has been in the business for over 20 years, you can say. And my specialty is weddings and social events. And so I just did a style shoot. I'll show you some pictures here. And the designer was like, you know what, I want to do a reel on how much things cost, because folks will come to us with these beautiful Pinterest pictures and be like, oh, you know, when you give them that $10,000 bill and they're thinking they only, you know, it's only going to be $2,000, they are really, really shocked. So I am here to educate my brides, my planners, and even my newbies in the floral industry on how much flowers actually cost and why do they cost so much. So the first thing is, when you are purchasing from a wholesaler, there are two different type of wholesalers for me. So one wholesaler is a wholesaler that's downtown that you can, or say they're the ones that are just a little small local place. They will keep their inventory for weeks. When it comes from Colombia or Ecuador or wherever your flowers are coming from, or Mexico, they're on they're cut, they're packaged, they're placed in the box, they're on the airplane. That's about a good week or so. Well, let's say a few days to a week. Then when they get here to the airport, they get picked up and brought over to you, over to the location. A lot of wholesalers leave them in the boxes. They don't even cut and hydrate them. They will keep them in their full refrigerator at a really low degrees, like I think 35, I believe one lady had told me, but they're in there. So that's about another week. Then when they finally put them out and cut them, they're sat outside. Some places, you know, if you ever seen them, they're in the normal everyday weather. Everyday temperature ranging from like here 65 up to 80 sitting out. And so within a couple of days, you know, even though they put them away at night, they're still, you know, being sat in the elements. So that's probably out for a week. And then some of my lower quality people, they'll get rid of like their really old stuff. So they're already 2 to 3 weeks old. And then you're finally getting them and put them in arrangement and trying to make them, you know, last, because people get flowers, they want them to last for 2 weeks. I get my flowers a week before, I mean like that Monday before my event on Saturday. I get them, I get them that Monday, we hydrate them, we get them prepped, we clean them, we sit them on, we let them sit and hydrate really, really good with clean water on Tuesday. Then Wednesday, that's when we start with the, you know, floral arrangements, and we do all the centerpieces, all the big stuff, Wednesday and Thursday. And then Friday we do the personal, like the boutonnieres, the bouquets, and then Saturday is the event. So that's kind of how it goes for me. So that's one of the things, okay? with all that being said, I go to high-end places like Milano, like Mesh, and then there's some other places that are very high-end, or when I'm getting like really, really big orders of flowers, they're coming directly from Ecuador or Colombia. They're coming directly from those places to where they're coming to me. So it's a little bit more expensive, okay? My big ones, it is a little bit less, but still there's a lot more that you have to do. So that's one. Okay, getting from these little cheap places who had the flowers for at least 3 weeks. Don't come with me. 2, Same as for Trader Joe's. Now Trader Joe's, sometimes they have some really, really good quality flowers, but when you get them, you just don't throw them in a vase. When we get our flowers, we have to care for them, or we have to process them. That's not an easy task, okay? Think about something. Say I get my 25 roses that are in a bunch. I have to get 25 roses, okay? And it comes in a bunch, so even if I do your small event and I only need 10 roses, I still gotta pay for 25 of them. So I have your roses. Usually they go around $1.50 to $2.50, even as high as $3, depending on if it's a garden rose or if it's like a Sahara or a really popular one. So let's just say $2 a rose, okay? It cost me $2 a rose and 25. It's $50 for the bunch, and those are usually like my Playa Blancas, my Saharas, my quicksands. Those are like what those kind of run around, okay? So we get those, and those are my favorite because I like how they bloom. Playa Blancas are just gorgeous in a bouquet, so that's what we're working with. So then what happens is I get my flowers. When I get here, I strip them, and then we cut at the angle that I show. We get our water prepped and ready. We sit them for an hour in the water. Then we put them in our floral refrigerator. Our floral refrigerator is gigantic. It's on. It's taking up a lot of energy. Look, I had to go downtown, get it, or if I'm getting large, I have to go to the airport, get it, bring it, open up everything, process tons and tons and tons of flowers. Think about processing 500 flowers, one by one, stripping, pulling off the petals, getting them cut, putting them in water. It's a long process, and I have to pay. So that's where another item comes. Then, once I have it all prepped and ready to go, I still have to design, which for me, most centerpieces take me about 15 to 30 minutes for one centerpiece. So think about if you have other people, we have a whole chain of people working on that one centerpiece. And my going rate is $50 an hour. So if it's gonna take me 30, that's $25 just in labor for me just to make the centerpiece. Okay, so that's why. That's another thing. You're getting the experience, you're getting quality products. So that is some of the reasons why flowers cost so much, especially when you're going with a professional who is going to make sure you get the best quality flowers. Oh, and another thing I totally forgot. So sometimes we get a whole bunch of roses or whatever, and at the bottom, even though they're a few days old, they're like wilted or have bad petals, or they fall apart, or they're just not in great quality to be in a centerpiece or anything, So that's wastage. We do have a lot of wastage. So that is another reason why we have to include a little bit of extra when we are, creating when we are pricing your items. So think about it next time when you send me that Pinterest item that you want for your wedding, and you're like, I can get this for $1 at Trader Joe's. But no, my friend, there's a lot of work that go into it. And also too, I use great quality product. So as a luxury florist, I'm not going to just give you just anything. It's going to be top quality. In order to get top quality, you got to get good things, because if I don't know if anybody's ever worked with something, and I used to try to be cheap and go and get like the cheapest flowers that there is at, like at an outside wholesaler, and it would be a mess. I would cry because the flowers would wilt, or I got them on Monday, and by Saturday when my event, even though they've been in the cooler, they're horrible. So I end up having to run around that morning trying to find, or you don't want a bride to come and tell you, oh, my flowers are dead, this looks horrible. You don't want that. When I first started, I would get that and I would be like, oh my gosh, because I was underbidding myself, trying to go with the cheapest person, and it was a total mess. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I gotta get back on to making my 2 times a week videos. If you guys have any suggestions on what videos you would like to hear about, go down at the bottom of this screen and, I mean, not at the bottom of the screen, in the comment section, and let me know what you guys would like to learn about or hear about, and I'll see you next time. Bye.